So it's on TikTok. Title is the Oasis ticket. So the joke here is that Mark Lee left NCT to become a ticket reseller. So YN's friend Mark sells the Oasis ticket that she's been wanting to someone else. She asks Mark if she could have the number of the said person, which turns out to be Martin. And then as they talk, they both fall in love. And then one day they decide to meet up, and then Martin gets stood up by YN.
Sorry, hold on. I feel like I need more coffee for this conversation. Annyeong! I'm Mom.
I'm Daughter!
And we are here because of the series we're starting where Daughter explains AU to Mom.
Yes.
Because I do have a lot of questions because this is something that I'm quite unfamiliar with. So first, give me the rundown. What is an AU?
Okay, so AU, the literal translation to AU means alternate universe.
Okay.
And it's under the same category as fan fiction.
Okay. So is like AU just another word for fan fiction?
Pretty much. Like
Okay.
the quote-unquote version now, I guess.
Okay. So how did you get into it?
I don't know. I
You
don't
don't
remember.
know.
I think it started back in 2020 with my friends. I was into 18. And then they sent me a Wattpad link. And then it was Songwon Hongjong. And then from there, I just got hooked.
Okay. What is the appeal? Because in general, K-pop idols already have a lot of content for us to watch. Like, there's so much already out there. So, what is the appeal of reading these AUs that puts them in another world or in another universe?
I didn't think of that.
But what makes you want to read it? Because
Ah.
basically it's not like really them, you know what I mean?
I think it's like there are situations people want to see them in, and they want to see how fans think of how they would react in that certain situation.
Okay. What's your most favorite AU?
Which fandom?
Okay, what are your alts? Top 3.
17, Boy Next Door. I haven't read anything else.
But the two of
but
them.
the two of them. I haven't deep dived
Okay.
on like the two of them.
So, out of the two, top AUs for 17 and for Boy Next Door.
For 17, it's this AU on Twitter. It's a Hoshi and Wonu AU. It's called Ala Love.
Okay.
It's a college AU that
Okay.
includes relationships and racing and juggling with that and studies.
Okay. And then, Boy Next Door.
Return Address on AO3.
What's that?
It's basically like sort of found family. Basically, it starts with
The one that you told
no, no,
me
no.
about? Okay.
It starts with Taesun calling Sungho
In the
at 3 in the morning, and then Taesun basically says, "I think I'm in love with Lian."
Okay.
Yeah, it's
How's that found family then?
no, because at the end, because Sungho eventually goes back home and then talks to Taesun, and
Oh,
then
he ran away?
huh? No, he's in college, in dorms.
Okay, okay.
And so he goes back home and then talks to Taesun. And then eventually, Wunak's parents found out that he's home. So the parents made a small reunite dinner. Tapos all of them are there. All 6 of them are there at the end.
Okay, we will be posting the links down below if you guys are curious and you want to read the whole thing. But for today, I have, because the series is called Daughter Explains AU to Mom. So tell us about the AU you're gonna talk about for this episode, and just give us a rundown and let's see. Let's take it
Okay.
from there.
So this one is like one of the popular Martin AUs right now.
Martin.
Cortis. And
Hold on. Cortis has only been 8 months into debut.
Yeah.
They already have AUs.
They have AUs.
A lot?
Not well, at least I've seen some on TikTok. I don't know about the website I use.
Okay. What website do you use? Tell them.
Archive of Our Own, AO3.
Okay, so Martin already has AUs.
Yeah.
Cores are fast writers then. Okay, and then?
So basically, this is one of the popular ones. Like, apparently part of the big three. There's a Kono one and there's a Songyeon one. I haven't seen those
What
at all.
does big three mean?
The most popular ones, the top three. The big three, part of the
Okay.
big three AUs. Right
Okay.
now, at least. You
Okay.
don't know what happens in the future. So this one is by Eliana on TikTok.
Hi, Aliana.
I hope you're happy because I kind of cried while
Wow.
while
Oh my
while reading
God.
this.
Okay.
Like, it was 9 in the morning. I finished it at 10 in the morning. After that, I was just staring at my phone, and my dad didn't even know what was going on. He just started talking to me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, this is a Martin and a reader. Martin X reader.
Martin X YN.
YN.
I know what YN is. Okay.
Just a quick disclaimer, I don't insert myself as YN. I read YN as YN. I don't read YN as
Why
my
not?
name. It's not
That's
fun
what
for
makes
me.
it fun.
Not for me.
Really? So,
Because-
what name do you insert? Just
Just
YN?
YN.
Okay.
Because when I try to insert myself as YN, it doesn't feel accurate to me. Like, I don't do that. Or when she makes decisions, like, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Like, that happens most of the time.
Okay.
So it's on TikTok, and the title is, oh, I didn't write the title, but the title is the Oasis ticket.
Oh, okay.
Oasis, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're on tour right now.
Oasis is on tour?
Yeah.
They disbanded.
Oh, really? That's what it said in the AU.
So, it's an alternate universe. So,
Yeah.
maybe in that universe,
Maybe. I don't know.
Oasis is on tour.
But then I do remember Tessan saying that he wanted to go to Oasis concert because they were having a concert
Oh,
in
are they?
Korea.
Did they have a reunion? Okay.
I wouldn't know.
Okay.
So, okay. So the summary is YN's friend Mark Lee. So,
So you can cross over. It's
Yeah.
not just your own group.
Yeah, you can cross
so
over.
like in AUs, for example, if I want Kyungmin to be friends with, I don't know, Sangwon.
it can happen. You can make it happen.
Okay, I kind of see the appeal. Okay, go ahead.
So, the joke here is that Mark Lee left NCT to become a ticket reseller.
Hold on.
No,
Mark Lee leaving NCT was also reset.
no. Well, yeah, because this one was written technically recently as of recording.
Wow. Okay.
So YN's friend Mark sells the Oasis ticket that she's been wanting to someone else. She asks Mark if she could have the number of the said person, which turns out to be Martin. And then as they talk, they both fall in love. And then one day they decide to meet up, and then Martin gets stood up by YN, only to find out from James, YN's brother, that she passed away from dilated cardiomyopathy.
Cardiomyopathy.
Myopathy, yeah.
What? What? Okay. Okay. You just basically gave away the whole story.
That's a summary.
That's the
That's
summary.
a summary.
Okay. Okay.
Because it's mostly like, if you read the entire thing, it's literally just them talking to each other.
Like their text messages
Yeah.
like that. Take it from the start. How does Mark Lee know Martin?
Because he sold the ticket.
To
Martin.
Martin. So they don't know each other.
They don't know each other.
They just found each other somehow and then sold the ticket. How did YN and Martin fall in love?
Because she asked Mark for the number of Martin. And then since her plan was to like annoy Martin until
Why?
until he gives her the ticket. Because she
Okay.
wanted that ticket really
Okay.
badly.
Sorry, hold on. I feel like I need more coffee for this conversation. How does Mark Lee and YN know each other?
From work.
So why did Mark Lee not sell his ticket to YN?
Because she promised to pay for it, but she hasn't made enough money, I guess.
Okay.
He found Martin with a good offer.
So why would Mark Lee give the girl Martin's number just because he sold the ticket to him. He paid him already. So why give the number?
I don't know.
But he did.
But he did. He just let it happen.
Okay, because that's like a breach of confidentiality between seller and sellie. If you sold something to somebody, you don't give away that person's number just because your friend asked you to. Okay. Okay, that aside. So, how did Martin take it? Like, why and texting him out of the blue?
At first, he was like, he tried to be cool about it.
Okay.
And then, eventually, the moment she started texting him every day, he sort of...
Why would she text every
Because
day?
she wanted the ticket. So, like, her
Okay.
plan was to really annoy Martin until he gives up and give her the ticket.
So how was she annoying him?
Like, texting him every day, parang...
What was she
Like,
saying?
I want that ticket. Can I have that ticket yet? Tapos, the thing is,
Ah.
Martin just lets it happen. And then, eventually, he has this way of talking to her that when she says that, he turns it into a whole conversation.
Explain. I'm so confused. For example, what did the girl say and then what did Martin say back?
I want the ticket. Oh, hey, did you know today in school this happened and that happened?
Oh,
So
okay.
that's technically, it just happened every day until one day she stopped texting about the ticket and started eventually caring for him. And then there was this one time na he didn't text her, which he didn't text her. And then she got worried. So she was like, hey, are you okay? And then Martin was like, sorry, I've been studying for math the entire day. I didn't have time.
Oh, so
So
you were able to relate to
Yeah.
that.
To Martin.
And then, how did the texting stop and all of that? Was the concert already held?
No, not yet. This was all before the concert.
Okay.
Like, I think this was like 2 months before the actual concert happened.
Okay. So, and then, so how did things escalate?
They kept talking and talking.
Yeah.
And then Martin goes to a party and then he kind of gets buzzed.
Uh-huh.
And then he basically,
Are they of legal age?
I don't know, it doesn't say.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, if the girl is working, I guess. Okay. He got buzzed at the party.
And then he texts YN and he's buzzed, right? So he tells her his feelings. And then YN...
What did he say?
I don't know it I don't know exactly what he said.
I don't know why my heart fluttered all of a sudden. Okay. Text his feelings.
And he texts his feelings and YN didn't reply. For Martin's point of view, it looked like she needed time.
So, prior to him getting buzzed, they haven't been texting as often as before?
No, they were still texting as often.
Okay. You mean after Martin confessed, he felt that YN needed time?
Yeah. But
Ah.
for YN's point of view, she had another episode with her heart. That's why she stopped. Parang after that confession, I guess the author was trying to say that after he confessed, she had another episode with the sickness she had.
Okay.
That's why she couldn't reply.
If the AU is presented via text, like text messages to each other, how are those things explained?
It's like 7 parts. So that was part 4, I think. So part 5, there was like a narration.
So there are narration parts. It's not just text.
It's not just text.
okay.
But technically, the narration was like YN writing in her diary.
Okay. So she didn't reply to Martin's.
She didn't reply.
And then?
And then, parang once she got discharged na lang from the hospital after her episode was when she replied.
How long did that take?
2 days.
Okay.
That isn't too long.
Exactly.
Well, it said 2 days. So.
Okay.
And then after that, she was just like, she didn't tell him what happened because they weren't at that stage yet.
But he already confessed his feelings.
But then I guess she wanted him to keep him safe, not from worrying. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it out loud, na parang...
If if you are hospitalized and you are talking to somebody every day, I think it's common courtesy to tell that person, you know? Like, if you don't want that person to worry, just say straight up, like, hey, there's nothing to worry about. This is like routine for me. I go to the hospital. Whatever. It's just common courtesy. I hate it when these kinds of information are withheld, like in K-dramas and all. Okay. It's okay. So,
It's fictional.
yeah, so she texts him.
She texts
Like
him.
normal.
Yeah, parang she basically accepts
That.
the confession.
Like,
but
they're together?
Not yet. Parang he didn't ask her to be his girlfriend. Parang he's just telling her his feelings.
Okay.
And Moyan is like, yeah, me too. I've been feeling the same way. Like, I don't remember.
Okay. And then,
See, I wasn't this kilig when I read it.
okay. And then,
Yeah, she accepted the confession. And then they eventually decided that they should meet up. And they forgot.
this whole time they haven't met up.
They haven't met up.
So they don't know how each other physically look.
No, they do, because Martin's profile picture on iMessage and her profile picture.
Okay. Should I add the profile photo to my iMessage too?
You don't have one?
I don't have one. I don't
have
think
one.
I do.
The thing is, on Martin's point of view, that meetup was basically him supposedly giving the ticket to her so they could go to the concert together.
He has 2 tickets?
Yeah.
This whole time he had
But
2
that was
tickets?
supposed to be him and Kono.
Okono's part of it.
But like, he's not too important in the story. Like, the other Cortis members are there, but they don't have much important roles.
Okay.
Unlike Martin, Wyan, and James.
Okay.
James is her brother.
Oh yeah! I know you did say that a while ago, but like, how do James and Martin know each other in
They
this
don't-
world?
They don't know each other.
It's just a role. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, he has 2 tickets all this time.
Yeah. And it was supposed to be him and Kono. I just...
So what did he do? He ditched Kono.
No, he actually had to buy Kono off. So Kono was like...
Oh,
just
so Martin is rich in this AU.
Apparently.
Okay.
But like, I remember at most Kono was like, just buy me this instead and then I'll give you the ticket. So in my head, I think Kono was just basically asking Martin, buy me acai and then I'll give you the ticket. But then lang siya kausap.
Acai. Acai.
Martin was supposed to meet up with her in this restaurant. They didn't explain what kind of restaurant. Unless they did. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. And then he got stood up. He was there from...
This wasn't the day of the concert.
No, it
Okay,
wasn't.
okay.
So he was there from lunch until the closing time of the restaurant.
Wow.
And then he kept asking her, "Where are you? Are you okay?" And then eventually became, "Look, I don't care if you come already. I don't care if you come or not, but I hope you're safe right now." Because she got into a car accident because of her heart.
Huh?
Her,
How did she get into an accident because of her heart?
she was driving and then her heart.
Ah. Oh, wait. Why would Martin ask her if she were
Oh.
safe if he's
I forgot
clueless?
the important part. Sorry.
Okay.
So basically, he wanted to pick her up.
Yeah.
He wanted to pick her up.
As he should.
As any man should. But then she kept insisting that she will drive herself, which is kind of, I don't want to
Okay
say it's
as well.
on her end. It's kind of her fault on her end for insisting.
If she's sick, is she allowed to operate heavy machinery?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Because there are some who are not supposed to, you know,
Yeah.
because of things like that. But anyway, okay. And then she insisted to drive.
She
What was her
insisted to drive.
reason for that?
Was there a reason?
Okay, well, anyway.
But like that was the important part. Like Martin was like really wanted to take her. Like he wanted to pick her up from her house and then meet James first, and then pick her up, and then go to the restaurant together. But Wyan said no.
Wait, sorry. But why is James so important for Martin to meet? How about the parents of YN? That doesn't matter. Oh, you didn't tell me that!
Because they were,
I didn't. Wait, it's not supposed to be funny.
look, I didn't know they were dead until the last part as well.
Oh, do they also have a heart condition?
I don't know. It doesn't say it.
So it's only YN and James who live together.
Yeah.
So Martin had no idea. He just wanted to.
Yeah.
Like pick her up, meet James, all
Yeah.
of that.
Pretty much.
Okay.
And technically, Ryan was technically hiding Martin from James.
Because
I guess she knew that Martin had an effect on her heart. That's why. And
as Martin does on a lot of women.
me. And I guess she kind of figured because after that Martin's confession, her heart started acting up. So I guess from there she just kind of figured that that would happen.
Her trigger is Martin.
Yeah.
So
or like
if
any
she-
heavy emotions.
If she never met Martin, she would have lived.
yeah.
But do we want to live a life without love? That is the question.
Would Martin survive without her?
Oh,
Would he
there
pass
should be a part
math?
2.
Would he
wait.
pass math?
Wait. If Martin is studying math, that means he's not of legal age to drink.
He was 17.
17 isn't legal.
Well,
Okay. So there's underage drinking in this AU.
it was well.
It's
Then
okay.
again, I
It's
didn't.
not your fault.
Then again, I wouldn't know.
Okay, I just realized you know that
Yeah.
drinking should be done responsibly at the proper age.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or was
So what happens? She wasn't replying to Martin.
Yeah, she wasn't replying to Martin, and then Martin eventually like just went home, and then he couldn't sleep at all, and then he gets a message from James, basically saying that
How does James have Martin's number?
he got Ryan's phone
Oh, he knows the passcode.
apparently.
Okay.
Apparently,
And then
looks like it, or unless face.
or maybe they look alike.
Yeah, he gets Martin's number and then messages him through his phone, basically explaining what happened.
He was like, "Yo, bro, what's up, dude? My sis, kinda sick." Wait, so he is the one who texts Martin.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he texts him, basically explaining whatever Ryan did. And then
How does James know that Martin knows nothing?
he kind of figured because he knows his sister well.
Okay, fair enough.
Texts her, and then
Texts him.
He texts him, and then the details of the funeral. And then basically after that he said, "Look, I don't want you to come because I know you're kind of the reason why this happened."
What the hell? That's so mean naman. You don't naman blame the person.
Well,
That's mean.
Maybe that's just me saying something.
Okay.
But actually, I think that's just me projecting on James. And then
And that's how it ends.
Martin goes.
Uh-huh.
Martin goes.
And falls in love with James. Oh.
family hopper.
What happens?
Yeah, he goes. Like, he goes on all days. Apparently. Well, I think he does.
Mm-hmm.
And then, funeral ends. Cut to. James texts Martin and says, "Hey, I think there's one thing she would want to give you." So then,
It's an Oasis ticket.
she had a ticket all this time.
Okay.
So James, they meet up, and then James gives Martin her diary,
Oh.
and then basically, the pages that was shown that he read was basically her saying, "I can't believe I'm falling in love with Martin. I can't believe this is happening to me. I haven't fallen in love before. Is this new? Blah blah."
And then, how did Martin react?
Umiyak siya. Because that's the girl he loved.
Oh. And then, after that, he starts singing Go. I just wanna hear what you like.
Oh, and eventually he does go to the concert with Kono.
Okay.
And then Wonderwall, that
And
song.
then he starts crying.
Yeah.
And after...
Basically, what the author did was parang fake Instagram story and said, I hope you're listening from the sky too. Yeah.
So where's Juhon and Songyeon?
they're part of the story, but they're not.
Where?
They're part of the story, but I didn't realize that they were too important because they're just Martin's friends. Parang supporting characters, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, it does sound like a pretty interesting story. And I cannot believe that Cortis has an AU. And so current too. So good job, Course. Good job for doing that.
And good job to that person who made me cry.
Yeah.
Especially at
What-
James's point of view. Because at the end of the at the very last slide, the text was like, James lost his last family. And whenever it comes to like stories like these, I always cry at the family parts, not at the romantic parts.
So how did you get over it? You listened to Asai? Red?
I don't know. Parang after that, I just scrolled again on TikTok and then
Okay, so out of the AUs that you have read, like, what is your ranking for this AU out of 5?
I'll give it a solid 3.5.
A 3.5 out of 5. Okay, for me, based on what you told me and like all of these twists and turns that happen in the story, and basically this is like my second quote unquote AU because of this is the second you've told me about. So I guess the same, 3.5. I feel like maybe I should read it as well. We will be linking down below the link to this AU so that if you want to read it yourself, let us know as well in the comments how much you like it. Did it also make your heart flutter? Did it also make you cry just like it did with Daughter? And if you want more of this content, well, just stay tuned because we will be having more coming. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today and we will see you in our next. Annyeong!
Annyeong!